Tonight, an Action News investigation is getting results over children in Metro Detroit being taken from their parents.
Now, a United States Congressman is demanding the federal government launch an investigation into the state's Child Protective Services system. Good evening. I'm Stephen Clark.
And I'm Diana Lewis. The 7 Action News investigators were the first to expose how a local court wasn't following the law when it came to removing children from their homes.
Now, one of Michigan's congressmen is calling on the Department of Justice to investigate this.
7 Action News investigator Heather Catallo has been taking on the system for years now, and she joins us with the latest. Heather?
Diana, Representative Hanson Clark has watched our reporting, and he says the most important thing he can do as a member of Congress is protect families in Michigan. So now he's calling on U.S. Attorney General Eric Holder to investigate what's been happening here.
The most important right, constitutionally and God-given right we have, is to be able to raise our children. So that's why I'm going to the Attorney General right now to see how we can keep our families together.
Representative Hanson Clark is asking the Attorney General of the United States to investigate the treatment of African-American children and families by Michigan's Department of Human Services, which oversees Child Protective Services. This process is called rubber stamping. 7 Action News has been investigating DHS for years, and we were the first to expose that Wayne County's juvenile court wasn't following the law when CPS workers would bring in petitions to take children from their parents because of alleged abuse or neglect.
I knew the system was broken, but I didn't know it was this broken, where anyone, literally anyone, could come and take your child.
Testimony under oath in the Marianne Godboldo case revealed that probation officers inside the court would routinely stamp presiding juvenile court judge Leslie Kim Smith's name onto the removal orders. By law, a judge must review the CPS workers' allegations of abuse and then authorize the order. After we reported on the rubber stamping that legal experts say is against the law, the court stopped doing it. But we still asked the court and DHS to tell us how long it had been going on and how many children were taken from their parents illegally. Judge Smith was not interested in answering our questions.
But it was your name on those orders. Why was this allowed to happen in your court?
I understand.
Are you going to talk to us or not?
Now Congressman Clark is asking questions of his own. Clark sent this letter to Attorney General Eric Holder saying, quote, "My office has received complaints from individuals and community groups alleging that CPS is removing African-American children from their parents in an arbitrary and discriminatory manner."
I want to make sure that every parent is able to raise their child regardless of their color, regardless of how much money they make. We shouldn't be penalizing women because they're struggling financially by taking away their children. That's outrageous, and look at the harm that's done to the child.
DHS Director Maura Corrigan says she welcomes a dialogue with Representative Clark. In a written statement, she said, quote, "We can assure the representative that despite his concerns based on a small number of local cases out of the nearly 100,000 child welfare cases the department investigates each year statewide, that DHS focuses solely on the welfare of the child without regard to race."
Heather, it sounds like Representative Clark is taking these allegations very seriously.
Yes, he says he's very committed to this. But to be clear, if there are proven abuse or neglect allegations, I mean, if they're proven, obviously nobody's saying the state should not step in. What he is saying is that he's heard enough complaints that he feels something needs to be done.
When you're dealing with kids like this, though, even a small percentage is heartbreaking. So.
Absolutely.
All right.
Thank you, Heather.